Honey, them ladies don't want to play with NeNe today, do they? They are really trying to read her for filth, like really trying to tell her about herself. Or are they just trying to make her better? I am your girl, Talisa Rae. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? We are reviewing the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season number 11, episode number 21, the reunion special part number 2. If it's your first time visiting my channel, what up though? Click the red subscribe button and become a Ray of Sunshine. You're there, so click the notification bell so you won't miss the video I upload moving forward. I recorded this last night, edited it, and was like, this is really too blurry for me to be giving y'all, so I had to do a do-over. Here we go. So they started off with the Kandi and Portia incident. You remember Todd's 45th birthday, all of that issue, specifically so during this incident, how she followed the girl around, and then, you know, Portia was like, well, you know, I had to go ahead and revisit the peace treaty, because evidently she went and said something to Kandi like, well, I didn't know that Jamie had stuff to say, because, you know, Jamie's the girl she was gonna whoop her ass a couple seasons ago. Yeah, y'all know Jamie. Well, I guess that hit a nerve with Portia, and she felt like it shouldn't have happened. Well, baby, let me tell you something. Once we all is forgiven, and no matter who it came from, whoever the messenger was, once we have discussed it and moved forward, I'm gonna just be honest with you, you should just let it go. It should not be rehashed. We should not be that petty. We should not be in our feelings all over again about some shit that happened in 1962. Okay, yeah, I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. Furthermore, I really wanted Portia to own up to the fact that she might have followed that girl. Y'all might say she didn't, but she probably followed that girl. And here's why I say she probably followed that girl. We as women, we are what? Super fucking petty when it comes to relationships. Number one, the girl Keisha, Aisha, whatever the girl, Maisha, I don't know what her name was. Somebody Isha, maybe it was Keisha. Her and Dennis were together first, right? They were intertwined in fluids. And then here come Portia, and now you got a third party, and we got fluids just going around, flopping and swapping around, because he got everybody's name tattooed on him, so you know they probably all raw dogging. Let's just be honest. Nonetheless, you would, and I would too, sashay my ass right around them so you can see me, look at me, look at me. I'm still fine. I'm still flawless. You can have her, but I want you to understand what you missed. And y'all remember, he did. He did. He called her. Remember? I remember. You remember? Go check it out and see if you don't. So Dennis was really at fault. But then when you think about Portia's side, I know you ain't finna be walking around, flaunting around, knowing this is my man now. Y'all, I wish she would have just went ahead and been like, you know what, I was in my feelings. Yeah, I wasn't drinking and I wasn't as rah-rah as people said, but I was in my feelings because she was sashaying around my man. Like, that is what we are here for, right? We are here to own up to shit. But she was like, well, I was pregnant already. I knew I was pregnant already. And Kandi was like, but you was only like a month, so you was drinking. Like, come on. Let's just call a spade a spade. Be honest. I was upset. And I did say, what's up? What we doing? Who you with? Why you here? Go back where you came from. You know, y'all can pretend if you don't want to. I mean, pretend if you don't want to. Y'all can pretend if you want to, but the honest to God truth, most of us have a jealous streak, especially when it comes to something like that, okay? Like, I try not to be jealous, but I probably would have been like, I don't know, what is she? Dennis, I'm gonna need you to get her out your face. I'm gonna need you to get out her face. Like, I probably wouldn't have addressed her, but y'all get the point. That's enough about that. Oh my God. So then NeNe and Greg, y'all remember how she was constantly saying he's grouchy, he's grouchy, he's grouchy, he's grouchy. And I'm not trying to make excuses for her, but I told y'all before that I relate to NeNe and Greg's situation, especially right now, so much. I identify with it so much. Here's why. When Andy asked her, so you guys were having problems before you found out about Greg getting sick on Cinco de Mayo. Maya. I don't know what she said, but it's Cinco de Mayo. NeNe, Cinco de Mayo. So you had marital problems first, and then you compound that with finding out he had stage 3 colon cancer. Was it colon cancer? Stage 3 cancer, and now you've got a compounded issue because you haven't even addressed what was going on before. Listen. Everybody feels bad for Greg, like, oh, she needed to be nicer, oh, blah, blah, blah. It is a lot to take on. Speaking from experience, my marriage was not in a good place when my husband got sick, and when he got sick, it was just another issue compounded. So I had all of whatever the other issues coming from the back of my mind, trying to be a good wife, and you snapping at me because, of course, this is scary for you. This is uncharted territory. You're taking it out on me, and I'm supporting you when I want to just say, fuck it, go home with your mama, nigga. Like, y'all know I don't mince no words. Y'all know I don't play with y'all like that. I'm being honest to God. But like NeNe, I took a vow and I stayed with my husband. I took care of my husband. I loved my husband. But honey, it was rough. So y'all attacking her. I'm just not trying to make excuses for her, but just trying to give you some insight that what she's saying and what she's dealing with is real. Like, he probably is a mean person, period. Or beforehand, not mean, but you know, difficult was the word that they used. Add that onto whatever other pressure he's feeling, you know, and he's gonna probably take that out too. You understand what I'm saying? He seems to be like nice, nasty, like, you know, nicey versus, you know, just mean, you know, the kind of to creep up and get under your skin. So I can see all of that. Not, my heart does go out to NeNe. I don't care what y'all say. I know y'all feel like she should have not aired some of their business or whatever. But listen, it's reality TV, and she was really giving y'all her reality. It wasn't like made up. Like, them was like, we in the moment. Okay, let's keep going. And honestly, if we're going to be honest, I feel like if my husband had gotten better, we probably would not have been married anymore. Like, that is the space I was in prior to him getting sick. Moving right along, Tanya and Marlo joins us on the stage. Now, y'all know, I mean, Tanya was cool and everything. Y'all know I wasn't a big fan of hers. I could take her or leave her. I told y'all that before. To me, she always seemed over the top and too bubbly. It was always extra. But honey, if this Tanya, the Tanya that was on the stage, if this Tanya, the Tanya that was on the stage had been throughout the entire season, I would have been like, okay, I can deal with that, because she was not trying to pacify and comfort and try to be everybody's friend. She was being herself. Like, you know what? I was cool with you, but you doing me wrong. So let me just tell you how I really feel. Like, why am I pretending to be something that I'm not? I feel like when she came out on that stage and she said what she had to say to NeNe, that's the kind of shit that she had been holding in, and she should have been saying it before. But then again, who knows? Maybe she just watched the shit and was like, I can't believe I was a P-U-S-S-Y, a pussy, and didn't confront her like I should have, because she came for her. I mean, do y'all agree or not? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm still not really a big fan of Tanya's, but whatever. And then Eva, you remember how I told y'all that this was, which one of y'all told me that wasn't true? That didn't go from NeNe's friend to Eva's friend. Which one of y'all was it? Come on, own up to it. I told y'all that it switched midway from Tanya being NeNe's friend to Tanya being Eva's friend. And you know, shit, NeNe was like, I'm fine with that. And Eva, let's talk about Eva. I don't know what her real issue with NeNe was. Like, I don't feel like NeNe did anything specifically to Eva except for try and steal the shine. But like, she didn't bad talk her. She didn't, talk about her behind her back or none of that. She wasn't talking shit about her. At least that's how I see. And if I'm wrong, tell me down below, because I can't remember. So when Eva was hollering all that shit to NeNe about her not being a loyal friend to her, I was like, I'm confused. Just like NeNe was confused, I was at a loss for words. Like, was I watching the same series? Like, maybe she talking about the future episodes? Like, I was confused, okay? So y'all let me know down below in the comments if you felt like NeNe had came for Eva throughout the season, because I didn't see it. I didn't feel that in my spirit. And, sometimes I be missing some shit, or I be, I'm a sympathizer to NeNe sometimes. But listen, I just didn't see it. I liked how Marlo was the rational voice to NeNe the entire time on that stage. How she kept saying, well, just tell her, I'm sorry you feel that way, or whatever. She just kept feeding her things to say, because, NeNe was ready to get out of her comfort zone, because she had somebody who was down for her and that was supporting her, because as y'all saw, nobody NeNe. NeNe had cut herself off from everybody. She was cold. She was disenchanted. She was disconnected. Honey, if she didn't have to be there, she was not. She didn't give zero fucks about anybody. But before we keep talking about NeNe, let me go back to Marlo. Marlo tried it. Marlo tried it with Shamari's dress, you know, telling her she looked, you know, the best she'd look all season or whatever. Like, I didn't like Shamari's dress, but nevertheless, Marlo always is consistent, okay? Marlo don't like what you got on, don't like how you look, gonna say what she gonna say, and that's it. And then kiki the next minute. I like Marlo for that reason alone. And I was looking at her going, oh my God, Marlo, you are actually a really beautiful black woman. Really beautiful. Like, let's make your insides match your outsides. Child. And then she tried to tell me she, you know, they didn't show the good parts of her clapbacks. And then they show how she just kept using the same shit with everybody that she had, you know, any words with each season, you know, bad breath and whatever else. It was just the same tired stuff over and over again. You know, sometimes it's tiring trying to think of comebacks and snapbacks and stuff. So sometimes you got to recycle them. But girl, you didn't recycle too many because Eva did come for you and laid you flat on the ground. There was no question about that. I don't know why you were just trying to save face. Let me tell you something. Your face was pretty. Your hair was flawless. You saved face. I didn't like your dress either, okay? When they got on Shamari and Marlo was saying that Shamari was a drunk and needed to go to Betty Ford, you know, Shamari is good with her tongue. You let me pat you on your pom pom too for some Gucci. So that was a double, okay? Not only are you a whore, you know, fuck for labels, but you gonna fuck for a label that we ain't fucking with no more. Like, that was a lot of fucks. I'm sorry, y'all. And then I said it again. Nonetheless, like that was like, oh, a double whammy. So she had said that she had been drinking and she needed to go to Betty Ford. Now, even though Portia was ass backwards, I have to agree with Portia. I don't see Shamari as a drunk. A drunk to me is someone who drinks all the time. Socially, alone in the house, you know, watching TV, washing dishes. It don't matter, they drinking for drinking's sake. Shamari does not know her limits. She needs to drink two, then stop. And she really needs to drink them slowly because if you could see, she's always tossing them back or sipping them real strong in that straw. So that's all she needs to do is kind of figure out what her limits are because she is petite. And stay there. And stay there. So the last thing we started talking about was the buy wig party. We didn't get all the way through because Cynthia felt it was the appropriate time to tell NeNe that she needed to learn how to receive support from people who are supporting her. You know, and Portia was hollering, we were sincerely there for you. We prayed for you. My mama prayed for you. Dennis prayed for you. Like, and you need to learn how to receive that support. Okay, now I'm going to say this, y'all. I'm not taking up for NeNe or anything, but I'm going to just say this. We as people always feel like you should receive things the way we would. So if I like people to be rallied around me when I need support and to be uplifted, I feel like other people need to be able to receive that too. However, you need to leave people alone. That's how I feel. So I don't grieve if she's not grieving, but I don't handle situations the same way as other people do. Like, so when Greg got sick, you know, everybody, well, I'm praying for you. I'd rather be a recluse, be a hermit, you know, go into solitude, lay on my face, pray and tarry unto the Lord until I'm ready to come out and communicate with other people and receive that support. My only issue with NeNe is that she did not articulate that she did not communicate that with people. Like, I hear what she's saying. That ain't what I do. That's not how I get through things. So I understand that, but people like me and NeNe, we really need to learn how to communicate what it is that we want. Even though people don't understand it. Like right now, I just really want to be by myself. Should be enough. Well, NeNe, I'm here for you. That should have been enough. But, so everybody, you know, I feel like everybody wanted her to receive the support how she received it. Even though on the flip side, she hollering, I just want y'all to support me. Support your friend. How do you want me to support you, NeNe? You can't be wishy-washy. You can't say in one breath, I want to be alone, I need to go into solitude, and then the next breath, I need my friends to support you. Well, yes, your friends are ready to rally around you, but you have to tell them how to support you. Like anything else, we need to tell people what it is we need. Anyway, Portia and her vulnerability when she was like, NeNe, you sitting up here cold and callous with this fuck you attitude and acting like we don't exist. It's not okay with me. I can't sit here and pretend like I'm okay with that. It hurts me. It feels like every moment we've ever had has been fake, and this is the real moment. Like, I really respect her for pouring her heart out. Now, I was really disappointed that NeNe didn't say anything, that NeNe decided, you know what, I'm just not going to say nothing. I'm not going to even address it because you hoes is fake. I'm not going to address it. I'm going to be callous. I'm going to give you superficial answers. I'm sorry you feel that way. Yes, I understand. I'm sorry you feel that way. She was very dismissive the entire time, but sometimes y'all need to let people go invisible. Let them be quiet. Honey, y'all know she's explosive. Y'all know she is really a bull in a china shop. Like, she finna tear some shit up. Sometimes y'all gotta let people be. Look, if I go quiet, let me stay quiet, okay? I know and the sad part is, though, you signed up for this, NeNe. You signed up to air your dirty laundry out. You signed up to come onto this reunion show and to discuss the things that happened. And what I realized about NeNe is that every single time she feels like she's getting ready to be attacked, she just shuts down. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to just be quiet, and I'm going to send subliminal messages to everybody because I know what I'm capable of. Well, baby, you need to learn how to communicate, to articulate your feelings, and as Marlo and Cynthia said, to allow people in to be able to help you in the way that you want to be helped. I hope that wasn't confusing because I was all over the place. I was giving y'all, you know, potatoes and oranges, a vegetable and a fruit, but letting you know that they were both beneficial to you. That's it. You guys, let me know what you thought about the reunion down below in the comments. Like, we should probably talk about the ladies' dresses, and maybe I'll start off with that next week. You know what? Let's just talk about it now. I hated Portia in that tight-ass dress. Like, look, you pregnant, and everybody know, and you know, it's sexy to show your baby bump, but I feel like that was too tight, too much. Poor little PJ was about to pop out of that bitch. Like, what? Then I didn't like Eva's gown at all. Like, what? What's happening? I mean, we know that you're going to be sitting down on the couch the entire time, so you should probably wear something that is better for couch look. I don't know how to say that. I didn't like it. Y'all already know I didn't like Marlo's dress, and I did not like Shamari's dress. I can't really remember what Candy had on, so what does that mean? It was not memorable. And then NeNe's dress was very simple with the one shoulder, and I don't know if I like that either. The gold that Cynthia had on came right off the rack. So I really wasn't impressed by anything anybody had on. Hello? Y'all could, look, let me be quiet though for somebody to come for me with my little Macy's shirt on, honey. And not only that, it's a hand-me-down Macy's shirt. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 11, The Reunion Part 2. Don't forget, if you haven't done so already, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and throw a thumbs up. We are family for real, so there aren't any opinions that can't be had. If you disagree, do it down below in the comments. If you agree, do it down below in the comments. We do everything respectfully. We are entitled to our opinions, and I welcome yours. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next video.